Hi, Freedom Friday tribe. How are you? I want to thank you for joining me today. This is my last Freedom Friday for 2019, and I am just ecstatic. I am ready. I'm ready for 2019, and I just want to make sure that you guys are ready for 2019. I hope you can join me right now. I won't stay long. I just wanted to do a quick Facebook Freedom Friday live because I have, of course, other commitments later on tonight. So I just wanted to make sure I kept my commitment to you. I haven't done a live in like a long time. So I just wanted to connect with you guys for the last time for 2018 because 2019 is coming. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. So look, the reason why I have you here is to talk about the impossible, how things seem to be impossible as you prepare yourself for 2019 and whether it can happen for you. I believe it can. But look, let me break down some things to you real quick just to prepare your heart, your spirit, your soul for what is to come. I hope you guys can hear me. Hey there, Shantae. I see you, baby doll. Hopefully you can hear me okay. But let me get right into it. Because I know our time is very valuable. So I know we are about 3 days away from 2019. We're all excited. We're all getting ourselves ready and prepared. But, I know that dreaming bigger, thinking bigger, preparing to go beyond not only deals with just the talking about it, but there is an emotional and a mental part that you have to get ready as well. So saying it and getting ready for 2019 and just preparing for it is not just a imaginary thing. It's something that you really need to emotionally just get ready for. And I think that takes time to do. Can you do it? Yes. Can you do it in 3 days? I think so. So listen, let's get started. So typically when you don't succeed in that annual goal setting, in your dream thinking, in your purpose dropping result, what happens to you? You start feeling inadequate. Hello there, my dear. You start feeling inadequate when you don't reach those goals. You start thinking like, what happened? Maybe it wasn't for me. Maybe this wasn't what God prepared for me. But that's not true. That's not true. Let me tell you something. Impossibilities are possible for you. Okay, what does impossibilities mean? It's an illusion of what you think can and will not happen. Impossibilities. That means you can't do it alone. But listen, this is just a thought for now. But that doesn't mean that it is true. Okay, impossibilities is a thought. And just because you think that you can't do it does not mean that that is true. That's a thought. Cast out some imaginations, will we today? Yes, we will. All right, let me get through this. So impossible things is what has changed our lives, our spirit, our culture. It's because someone had to walk the impossible. And I think that you are going to change your culture. You're going to change lives, not only yours, but you're going to change lives that are around you. And your spirit is going to change too. So we live off of the impossible every day, if you really think about it. All right. So let me give you some quick steps in order for you to walk the impossible so it can equal the possible, so it could be your new standard for life. All right. Hopefully I'm being as real and as genuine as I can, but I had to walk these steps in order for me to be whole, happy, and successful. Oh, who am I? If you don't know who I am and you decided to log in today, my name is Roz Paul. I'm your host, your mindset coach, speaker, and trainer. So, hi, and welcome to my Freedom Friday. So, I wanted to just give you some quick keys about walking in that place of impossible so that way it can be possible, so that way that could be the new standard of your life. So, step one. It's going to cause you, or you're going to start walking in that place of power and strength. Okay, that is important. Power and strength. How do you get that? It's just like working out. It's building that impossible muscle. Okay, So you got to start writing it down. Yeah. That start writing it down. Once you start writing down those impossible dreams in every area of your life, you're probably asking, okay, what do I write down? Okay, what makes you happy? What do you feel will make you happy? My happiness and your happiness is not the same. Okay? My impossibility and your impossibility is not the same. All right? So make sure you start off by writing down the impossibility. Okay? So I'm going to just share a couple of mines where I've had milestones towards, right? So I want to be, or I'm going to speak it in present tense, okay? Because it's been going in this route. So I'm just going to continue in what I've been saying, that I am going to be in my new house, working from home, generating over $100,000 a year. Okay, I will be helping, or I am helping at least 100 women to reach or to be free according to what God called them to be. Yes. In my mind, that is an impossible thing, but through Christ, all things are possible, right? I want to travel to different workshops and conferences and vacations to be better for not only myself, for you, but for my family, okay, and for my business. All right. And then I want to speak at high level conferences. That's a goal for me. That's an impossible thing. That's like, oh my gosh, freaks me out. All right. And so I want to also, I know that I am going to have a financial freedom path for my family. These are just ideas of what I've written down, of what my impossibility looks like. But can I tell you something? I'm already halfway there. And I believe that you can be halfway there too. Hey, Alexandra, I just wanted to wave hi. And I know who Patrice Galsby is. I know who you are for real. You change that Facebook page, girl. Change that Facebook page. But listen, again, today I am halfway there because I had to build and practice every day and say it every day. And work out my impossibility muscle. You have to work that muscle out, guys. Whether you start it tonight, whether you start it tomorrow, you need to start it before 2019. Write it down first and then build that muscle, impossible muscle. Okay, despite the circumstances of the current evidence, impossible is definitely possible for you. God is no respecter of person. He can do it for you. All right. Now, when you focus on the current and evident things, okay, that's where you will not create that reality. Don't focus on today. Don't focus on what you see right now. That's possible. You see what's happening right now. That is definitely possible. But right now we're focused on the impossible things, right? So let's get you there, okay? So part 2, expect your identity to be threatened. Be like, what you say now? Yes, your identity will be threatened because you are walking in that place of impossibility. Okay, did that happen to me? Yes, it surely did. When I left what I was doing in the past, working in ministry for a number of years, I was like, what in the hootenanny am I doing? I started to walk in my impossibility, okay, to be that person that I was called to be, okay? Not that I didn't like what I was doing, but at the end of the day, I had to walk in that place of responsibility. Okay, the ways and the method that helped you do it before is going to threaten your identity because you can't walk in that newness in what you did before with the same methods, with the same paths of things that you did before. No, you're walking impossible levels, guys. It's going to take some new things out of you, and that's going to carve your identity to be a lot stronger. It's going to challenge it, and it's going to threaten it. Are you willing to take that challenge, or will you stay scared? Will you stay in where you are? Will you keep looking at the current circumstances? I dare you not to. You about to walk in 2019 correct. And it's going to be scary. Let's just be honest. It's going to be scary. But will you be able to do it? Yes. Okay. Emotionally and mentally, you are going to feel uncertain. Okay. You're just going to feel uncertain. You're going to not feel secure. But you have to trust the Lord, guys. It's not about your emotions. At the end of the day, you have to trust what he has prepared for you in 2019. It's not going to be comfortable. All right? All right, let's move on. So here is what happens, at least right now, when you're walking in the place of possibility, right? We become comfortable in what we know. We know how to do this. We know how to do that. We know how to walk this way. We know how to behave in this atmosphere. When you walk in that place of impossibility, you're going to be threatened. You're going to be uncomfortable. Your mind is going to stretch beyond reality, okay? And that's not going to be comfortable. And your identity is going to be put in check. Like, it's going to be tested. You think that you are where you need to be and that's it. No. God has to get you from glory to glory. He's starting you in a new path. He's starting you in that place of impossibilities. That's why it feels to you impossible. But do it anyways, right? Get out of that safe zone, guys. You're too much into that safe zone. I know I was. Too much into that safe zone. I'm out in areas that I can't even go there. But you know what? Because I trust in my God and my Lord, things have incredibly happened beyond what I could even imagine or have written down so far. So let your brain and your spirit go beyond the safe zone. That was part 2. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be scary. It's going to make you unhappy for a small season. But you got to get out of that unfamiliarity, right? I'm just getting you ready. I'm just getting you ready for the impossible that's going to be possible. That's going to be your new life, right? Okay, so in doing that, in that transition, you guys are going to have to give up. You're now old. What does that mean? I'm not telling that your age is too old, but you're going to have to give up where you are now and walk into that unsafe zone, in that unknown territory, in that impossible place. You have to, right? If you don't challenge yourself, you can't grow. All right, let's just be real. Let's be real. It's going to challenge your identity. You have to grow. You're going to go beyond, but it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to cause you to do some things that you've never done before. All right? Glory to glory. Glory to glory. All right, part 3. This is the killer. Give yourself more time. Give yourself more time to get to the impossible. I had that issue too. I wanted stuff to happen like now. It took me 7 years just to be me, just to find the freedom, just to be me. Am I saying it's going to take you 7 years? No. I'm just telling you what I went through. It took me 7 years just for me to be free to be me. And now, because of that time that it took for me to get there, I'm able to create this program now that's called Free to Be Me. If you want to do it, let me know. Message me. I am me. Email me. You know me. So at the end of the day, by the time I got to that place, then it took me 1 year just to get halfway towards the impossible. Just for me to be myself and to let go of that old, that took me 7 years to do. Once I was able to walk in that unsafe zone, then I began to do the impossible, to walk the impossible. And in this last year, oh my gosh, it's been life transforming. I know you're probably gonna hear my kids in the background. I'm so sorry. I am home. Welcome to my kitchen, by the way. All right, so moving on. Okay, so quick wins is not always good. You need to understand, though sometimes we want to do things quickly, that's not always the best way. When you do things quick, it becomes stressful, it becomes exhausting. You're just not comfortable. You're just not comfortable. Actually, you're supposed to be uncomfortable, but you don't want to be uncomfortable and stressed at the same time. Impossibility causes you to walk in that place of joy because you're excited for what's to come and because you are trusting the Lord to get there, right? So impossibility means that you can't wrap your mind around it. Like you wrote it down, you made it plain, but it's like, oh my gosh, God, is this really possible? Can I really make $100,000? Can I really impact 100 women? Can I really work from home in my new house? Yeah. Do I know how I'm going to get there? know. But I'm believing that. That is an impossibility for me. I'm believing that. You know when it's impossible, when it's your 10x level. It has to be your 10x level. All right. Look, just some small, quick tidbits. When you set impossibilities, those 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years, let me tell you something. When you do those 1 year impossibilities, you start focusing more on tactics instead of strategies because you're trying to do it quick. You're like, okay, I got a year. And you think a year is a long time. No, baby, that goes fast. That goes so fast, okay? But when you think of it in a higher level, in like a 5 or 10 year level, you think higher. Your identity becomes better because then you start working backwards and then you're not as stressed. You're not trying to go as quick because it's in a longer lifetime frame. Okay, let's just be real with ourselves. For me to get to $100,000, I don't do the lotto. I do believe in Christ, but I do have to give myself that time for me to get there. In other words, giving myself grace. Grace is not mercy, which those of you who go to my church, you know what's up. Grace is not mercy. It is the ability to be able to do what I'm called to do in the time that he's given me to do it. I got to give myself that time for him to work in me to get to that impossible place. All right. Do you agree? I hope you agree. All right, guys. Also, better identity. It's the shifting that becomes higher, and then you can emotionally and mentally handle what's coming at you. That's why it's good to think in maybe a longer range. You could have your 1 year impossible goals. You could have your 1 year impossible traits, but at the end of the day, think bigger, think longer, give yourself that time. Okay. Hey, I think this is some juicy good things now. Longer term impossibilities are really good. Okay. What might take you a longer time to happen, God can make happen sooner than you think. I wrote down some things that I thought would take like 1,000,000 years, that I thought I had to educate myself for another 1,000 years. Of course, I'm over exaggerating. But at the same time, because I stayed on track, because I wrote it down, because I stayed faithful to him, because I moved myself out the way, the impossible things came sooner than I expected. I'm believing that for you. I'm totally believing that for you. Okay? Things might seem big now, but once you think bigger, it's not going to be as tough. Okay, I want to give you my last secret sauce that I'm going to give you for this Freedom Friday talk. Okay, extra secret sauce to impossibilities. Daydream. Continue to daydream. What if? How can it? What will it look like when it happens? Walk in that daydream of impossibilities, because what's going to happen is you're going to stand up straighter. You're going to walk happier. You're going to feel it. You're going to write it. You're going to act on it. You're going to do it. Why? Because you're daydreaming about it over and over and over again in those impossibilities. These steps are going to propel you. They're going to excel you. And you're going to be ready for 2019. It's going to take you into beyond what you are called to be. Beyond what you are called to do, or what you think you are called to do. You haven't even reached the tip, but I want you to continue to daydream. Guys, the impossibility is possible. Yes, you agree? I agree. So look, guys, before I leave you, I wanted to share about 3 simple things. All right, number 1, subscribe, like me, follow me. You know the routine. You know where to go. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Roz Paul Mindset Coach. I know. Just follow me. Just subscribe. Okay? Just jump in there. All right, cool. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, if you want to start off the new year with wanting to know you, with wanting to analyze, like, where are you right now? What things have you been focusing on? I have a free worksheet. Message me your email address and I'll send that to you. Okay? Real easy, 1 page, 5-minute, and it's going to open your mind to really get to know you. Look, the only way that no one else can really tell you about you except for you. I can share anything I want about me, but at the end of the day, you need to know you. You need to know if you've been focusing so much on the spiritual side, or maybe so much on the friend side or education side. You need to know where your focus has been, because sometimes we go really far off and pour our whole selves on the spiritual side, and we forget that there's more to our life than just our spirit. We have money we got to make. Hello, wake up somebody. We have families to care for. Hello, we need to be normal for them too. They're not always on the spiritual side, so we have to, take the spirit and bring it into the natural, right? Okay, all right, moving on. But allow me to help you. DM me, IM me, message me your email address, and I'll send that sheet to you. And third, I have a workshop that is coming up at the end of January 26th. It's on a Saturday. It's from 1 to 4:30. Look, I have a special going on. Let's be real. It's New Year's. I feel good. I feel happy. It's 2019. I have a special. It's going to be $75. But for this week, starting right now, it's going to be $25 for this whole week. So from now until next Sunday, $25. What is it called? Easy access towards your identity and your purpose. I think you can get there, and I think I can help you get there, but you got to know how you get in there. Come to the workshop. Easy, fun. I'm a lot of fun. I think I am, and I think that you need to work on you. That did not come out right. That wasn't supposed to be that way. I think you know you, but at the end of the day, let me do life with you. Let's do this together. Let's work on getting to your identity of whose you are and who you are, and walking in the purpose that you're called to be. Can we do that together? Can I walk that with you? Hey, only you know you, but the only way you're going to know you is if you work on it together. Take that time, invest in yourself. This money is not for me. This is really to put a seed for your life, your future, your identity, and your purpose. So guys, I want to thank you. I want to say Happy New Year. And I got to get ready for my next commitment. I committed to you. I love y'all. You guys are awesome. Happy New Year! Ah! Love you guys. Roz Paul, your host, your mindset coach, speaker, and trainer. And have a safe, happy, blessed, beyond New Year. See you guys next year. Bye-bye.